So let's look at what we've got here. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the equation that we're going to apply for the forward pass. Now, the forward pass, the purpose of a forward pass is to calculate the critical path, all right? And the early start and early finish for each of the tasks. That's the goal of the forward pass. And this is what the computer does, and so let's look at this. So we have our time convention, our day one, and we have day one listed there. So task A, day one, is the early start. So we use the equation early finish is equal to the early start plus the duration. So 1 plus 10 is equal to 11. We immediately take 11 and we put it into our task B and our task D. So we're just following along and we're doing this. And then we continue using the same equation. 11 plus 5 is equal to 16. We put our 16 here, and you can think of it as mindlessly, we just put a 16 immediately in the early start of the successor activity. 16 plus 8 is equal to 24, and I put 24 here. Now, we're moving from left to right. It's our forward pass, and so we're ready to put 24 in our task F, but we can't do it until we get our lower path figured out, okay? So next we go 11 plus 6 is 17. Immediately you put 17 in the early start of task E. 17 plus 9 is equal to 26. All right, so now since our goal is to find the critical path, we're always going to use the larger number when we get into a condition such as this. So we have an option of either putting a 24 or a 26. We're going to put 26 here. So 26 plus 3 is equal to 29. And now what we've just done is found the critical path, which is A, D, E, F. A, D, E, F is our critical path. And the project's going to take 29 days to complete. So there it is. So that was our goal, and we found it. We got our goal. Now we're going to continue our analysis and do a backward pass. All right? So a backward pass helps us find our total float. All right? That's the goal of a backward pass. We already know what our critical path is, and now we're going to do a backward pass. And we're just going to use this equation here. That's all. We learn that the project's going to end on the 29th day. That's our early finish, meaning that our late finish will also be 29 days. Okay, so that's all. So we have 29 days there. So the early finish and the late finish for the project is 29 days. And we're now going to use the equation, since we're going to the backward, we're going from right to left. 29 minus 3 is equal to 26. We take 26 and put it into our late finish for task C and task E. Okay, and so we can then continue with our equation. 26 minus 9 is 17. We immediately put 17 in our late finish for our task D. 17 minus 6 is 11. And we stop here. We have to do the path up above and then make a decision as to what we need. So we go back and we go 26 minus 8 is 18. We take 18 and we immediately put it into our late finish for task B. 18 minus 5 is 13. And we did it. We calculated out the backward pass. And now we have to make a decision for task A. We could either put a 13 or an 11. Unlike what we did when we were doing the forward pass, we always use the larger number. Here we're going to use the smaller number and we're going to put an 11. 11 minus 10 is equal to 1. And as a result, our early start and our late start is on day 1. Logically, it makes sense, right? So it basically tells you that we could only for us to get this job done on 29 days, we have to start it on day 1.